Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. I know it's been a little while, but today I am here to bring you the full look at the American pronunciation course that I have been working on for the past year now. It's finally ready. It's about to be here. This is the full deep dive into my pronunciation course, a complete guide for American pronunciation. This self-guided course explores all of the components of the modern American accent and gives you all the tips and tricks that you need to start implementing this sound into your speech today. I'm so excited to take a closer look with you, so let's get into it. All right, so now we are taking a look at what the course is going to look like. Over here, you'll see we are in preview mode as an enrolled student. So this is the view that you will have if you are taking the course. So over here on the left-hand side, we'll be able to see, complete guide to American pronunciation, your progress bar. You can search the lessons by title really quickly if you know there's one that you want to go back to. Over here on the left is where you'll see the different sections for the lessons. So the welcome section is here, and this is the video for that. And then we get into the meat of the course, which are consonants and vowel sounds. Let's jump over to consonants and let's take a look at the first video here. So here we are at the first video lesson. This is the intro to consonants. With each lesson, you will have a video, and in the video, I break down everything going on with the specific sounds. So in this case, this is talking about P and B. And then below the video are the lesson notes. So here's a little synopsis of everything that we talk about in the video, and then the examples for practice. So within each video, you'll hear me go through example words and example sentences. These are designed to get you to practice pronouncing the sound as much as possible. So you'll be able to listen along with me and speak along with me during the video, and then on your own, you can review the words and the sentences right here. If we look over here, we have little quizzes sprinkled in here and there to just help you make sure that we're paying attention to all the material talked about in lessons. This is why I say, it's best to follow the course, at least for the first time, in order that it's presented, because, each lesson is building upon what you learned previously, and these quizzes are talking about things that we discussed in previous lessons. So if you want to pass the quiz, then you gotta watch all the lessons before it. So for consonants, we have a lot of different videos here. You can see how long each video is right there. So they're all generally around, I would say, 5 to 15 minutes long. There's not going to be any that are much longer than that. Okay, R is an exception because the R sound is particularly challenging. So in some of the really challenging sounds like R, or another one would be like the final consonant sounds, we don't just have words and sentences, we also have like a little bit of text or a little bit of a short story to really help you with practicing and getting familiar, getting used to the pronunciation of those specific sounds. So consonant R, here's the little explanation. We have a lot of words to discuss here, all the practice sentences, and then you have the text for the story, so you can read it on your own, and you can also listen to me read it, follow along with me in the video. Moving over to vowels, very similar. We have the intro to vowels, the E sound. We can see a little bit of what words we're talking about here. All the practice sentences. We have another little quiz. You can see it's only 2 questions, so nothing crazy. And you can work your way down all the way to the end. This quiz kind of encapsulates everything that the vowels cover, and then you're done. I haven't talked much about it, but the platform that we take this course on is called Thinkific. It's designed for course creators and course learners. So, people like yourself who are interested in learning courses on your own, this is a great platform for that. There are some really awesome features here. And one of the features that is great about this platform is the community space. So, if you purchase the course, you will have access to the Accentuated Speech community. This is a place where we can talk about the course, share our experience, ask questions, all that good stuff. So you'll be able to have access to this and join this. You can see my posts here. You'll be able to connect with other members. Events is something that I would like to explore in the future, with people who purchase the course, if we'd like to have things like a workshop where we break down different components of the course, or more just for like review and practice together with other people similar to you who'd like to learn a little bit about American pronunciation. This is the place to do that. So I'm really excited about this feature and excited for all of you to join me here as well. Over on the Accentuated Speech Instagram, if you're not following, make sure to go over there now. We did a little Q&A where I wanted to know what questions you had about the accent course, and I'd like to kind of break down some of those questions now. So first question, how long is the course? The course from beginning to end is about 4.5 hours worth of video content. Now, this course is not designed for you to sit down for 4.5 hours and just watch one right after another, but rather taking your time with each video lesson, spending, maybe a few days in between lessons to practice the material provided for you and see if you can start to notice these sounds popping up in your everyday speech. But overall, it's about 4.5 hours long, and it's broken down into almost 40 different lessons. So another question I received was, how long does it take to finish? That really depends on you and which lessons you feel like, okay, I understand everything after one watch through, and which ones do you feel might take a little bit more time. You might want to watch maybe 2 or 3 times. This course is self-guided, so you can go in really any order that suits you, though I recommend you go in the order that the videos appear, but you can go back and repeat old lessons if you'd like to refresh or review anything. I got a question about the self-guided aspect, and really, how do we know that we're doing this right if there's not a teacher or somebody to tell us right away what's right and what's wrong? So I really believe in this philosophy of self-listening and paying close attention to how things sound while you are speaking. This is, of course, a skill that takes a little practice. It takes some getting used to, but by paying attention to our sound while we're speaking and understanding all of the, things that we talk about in each video lesson, how the muscles move, how things should feel. This is how you can gauge for yourself if you're doing things correctly, or if you need to, make this word sound a little bit stronger, or maybe relax when pronouncing these sounds. Everything is naturally going to feel different for you versus how it feels for me, but in each video lesson, I go over all of the main components for each sound and give you enough practice material so that you can start to recognize, which are your strong points, which are your weak points, what adjustments do you specifically want to make to your speech? The last question is, how long do I have access to the content? So the good news is, once you purchase the course, it is yours forever. You have lifetime access to the material. This is a really nice feature because it allows you to go back and review materials if it's been a little while since you watched them, and it gives you a chance to really reflect on the progress that you're making. You should be able to hear a difference with how you sound on day one versus how you sound maybe a few weeks or a few months out from taking the course. And hopefully you will feel a difference with your confidence as well. And that is the complete tour of the American Pronunciation course. This course will be available on my website on Friday, January 31st. I am so glad that I can finally share this project I've been working on with you all, and I really hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or feedback for me, I'd love to hear it in the comments of this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.